watching Hometown Living with Jackie Sharpley and Craig Gibson. Live from WSBT 22 Studios, this is Hometown Living.
Good morning and welcome to Hometown Living. I'm Jackie Sharpley.
And I'm Craig Gibson.
Well, we have a great show planned for you today, but before we begin, I just wanted to take a moment to speak to you from my heart, and these are my own words. Hometown Living brings you the best in our community, and while we are not a news-based program, this next hour is not intended to dismiss, ignore, or diminish any feelings you might be having. While this situation is unique and has not happened in many lifetimes, I know we have all faced many different trials and obstacles in our own lives. And I have learned, even in my darkest hours, that fear never made a problem go away, and that I still had permission to laugh, to dance, and cling to hope. So today, we encourage you to laugh with us, to dance with us, and to look at the members of the community that are featured today as the hope that we will still have in our community and in each other. So, with that being said, today is Friday.
Panic.
Yeah.
Prepare and don't be afraid to play a little bit.
But we want to make sure that you know that we acknowledge what's happening in our world, but we still have that permission to laugh. So laugh with us over your cup of coffee, dance with us a little bit later. But today is Friday the 13th.
It is.
I know, and we've had a full moon this week. I've heard it's every, teacher's perfect storm of events for those kids, that full moon Friday the 13th. But are you superstitious? My favorite quote from The Office is, I'm not superstitious, I'm just a little stitious.
I'm not any of that.
No? No black cats?
No, I don't. We talked about this the other day. I don't like cats, but black, brown, red, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter with cats?
Right.
Yes.
So no, not really. A lot of people in the theater world are superstitious.
Absolutely. They're very, you don't say good luck at all.
Right, you say break a leg.
Yeah.
But do you know the origin of break a leg?
It was from the actual curtains are called legs. So I've heard actually two stories. So I've heard break a leg was the side curtains are called the legs, and they used to be made of a very thin paper. And so they wanted the reverb from the clapping to be so loud that it broke the legs. So it just
I have never heard that. Look at you teaching me things.
I said broke. So that the thin paper, when you make a sound, it reverberates things.
Yeah.
So that it would just crack the paper, break the leg. So I've heard that.
During the break, I'm going to have to Google that and see what I think.
What did you hear, the break a leg? Why you say that instead?
Well, now I'm not.
Are you doubting yourself?
I'm doubting myself.
Because I had such a good explanation.
I think I don't feel well.
Well, I don't believe in some of the superstitions, but I am a very ritual-based person before a performance. So I always like to eat the same thing and kind of do the same stretches. It's not, for any superstitious reasons, but I think I just like to have a routine. But I have had my palm read before.
Oh, me too.
Did you really? What did it say?
Oh.
It's just vague enough, right, to be absolutely right. And kind of make you wonder.
I thought the person who did mine was a complete quack.
What did they tell you?
It was in New York, like in, Times Square. And you go in and, it was just stupid. And then it was like, did I just spend like $25 or $30? It's been a long time ago. Dollars on that.
I just had it done in February when I was visiting my brother out in Venice Beach, California. So it's a little different type of community. But
they're
it was
woo-wooey out there anyway.
They're very woo-wooey, and I love it, But I had my palm read, and it was like just vague enough to be right. And I had
Since
fun
I'm not allowed
with
to touch you.
Don't touch me. You just have to read it from afar.
Oh my gosh!
They
look
did
at that
say
love
I was
line
going
of
to
yours.
meet a very dashing gentleman, and he would be a part of my life in a big way.
And here I am.
Here you are. Here you are. So, you can believe it or not.
I love it.
On Friday the 13th.
So you know what you're not allowed to say in the theater?
What?
Well, I don't know if it
well,
counts
other than
for
break a
TV.
leg, we already said that.
Macbeth.
Yes, you're not allowed to say that.
You're not allowed to conjure that name of that Shakespearean character, Macbeth.
And that's a weird one.
Nothing good happened in that play.
Nothing good happened that late. And we do also on the theater, after the end of rehearsals, everybody's gone, you leave a ghost light on the stage. And it's basically just a light bulb. And they say it's so that the spirits in the theater can still roam around. But it's to make sure that y'all don't fall in the orchestra pit.
What ghost needs a light? They don't need to see.
They don't need to see. Well, if you want to be a part of our show, if you're a local business or you have an event coming up, all you have to do is email us at htl@wsbt.com. And
you can keep up with us and the Hometown Living family on social media. We have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those things. Like us, share us, help us spread the word. We're doing pretty well on our likes and our follows, so that's really good, but we can always use more. So while you're sitting at home contemplating not going out, just get on all of those social media platforms and spread the good word about hometown living.
And when you like us, you have a chance to be our next fan of the day. I'm really excited
we need music
because
here,
the next
right?
fan of the day is Natalie. Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching the show.
She's the best fan ever.
She is my biggest fan, and you know what? I'm her biggest fan. I think she's just fantastic. She's going to be doing an interview today about how wonderful she is in Goshen, and she's just...
The good of Goshen.
The good of Goshen. So I don't know if I was able to say that, but you know what? I said it.
Well, I did
I said it because she's the best person I know.
Awesome.
So coming up, getting ready for spring. We're checking out a local boutique coming up next.